The International Advisory Editorial Board of Journal on English as a Foreign Language at IAIN Palangkaraya, and the Core Skills Leading Trainer at British Council. His works have been published in several publications, including Nova Science Publishers, Journal on English as a Foreign Language, and Information Technology Application Journal. His main research interests are education, learning approaches, TESOL, teacher-student learning, thinking skills, Gen X, Y and Z, e-learning, blended learning, flipped learning, learner autonomy, education and technology, virtual and augmented reality, cyberbullying, and common TEWL and academic writing. And he will offer to share us the topic, I Can Vlog, Oral Competency of Gen Z within Technological, Pedagogical Content Knowledge Framework. Let's warmly welcome him, Dr. Hery Santosa.
Check. Thanks, Dr. Trong Lei. Good afternoon, everyone. Why are you still here? You should go home. You should go home. It's quite late already. Okay, now I will talk about something that you probably know. And then I will talk about something that you probably know. Vlog. Who knows vlog? You don't know vlog? Okay. That one. Before I begin, I would like to introduce my name. People sometimes pronounce my name wrongly. The first one is Made, not made. So, for example, it is not past tense of make. Yeah, dear maid, for example. And then the second one is Hery. Vietnamese friends always call me Henry. I don't know why. Yeah, maybe of the pronunciation problem. So, tongue, Henry. The third one is Santosa, not Santos. Yeah, I'm not from Brazil or from Singapore, yeah, which is Sentosa Island. Now, everyone, please look this handsome young man here. I'm still young, not like you, Tin. Well, I would like to say thank you for inviting me here. It's been an honor to be visiting Ho Chi Minh the second time. I really like the city. Thank you very much for the university for inviting me. Now, you have your smartphone with you, right? Okay, I want you to pull it out and then put it like this. Do it. Okay, thank you. Everyone. Because from the morning we already listened to very boring academic, very wonderful academic sessions. So, what I want you to do, please think for 2 minutes that you are going to record something using your smartphone video. You are going to record something and the length is 1 minute for the recording. 1 minute only. But I will give you time to think for 2 minutes. And then, after you record, share to the one sitting next to you. And talk about it and be noisy. Do you get what I want you to do? 2 minutes thinking of what you are going to record. It can be anything. You want to record the flowers, you want to record me here, you want to record the toilet, for example. I don't know. All right? Record 1 minute and then share with your friends. Time starts now. You can record yourself too. You can talk. You can record the poster. Okay? When you finish, give it to your friend. And the friend watch it and comment on that one. Done? Okay, talk about your videos, your friends' videos. Talk about it for 1 minute. Okay? Now, keep it for now. I will use it later. Okay? Now, go back to the slides and to me. So, I'm going to talk about vlog and Generation Z and speaking competency and also a framework called TPAC. Some of you probably have heard about this, some of you don't. So let's learn together. I'm going to talk several topics today. The first one is speaking as a competency in EFL context, Gen Z, vlog, TPAC framework, research methodology that I used, findings and discussion, and conclusions and suggestions. In the morning, we have heard how Stephanie already talked about globalizing English language. The other plenary speakers talk about their regional context. Now I'm going to bring you to the Indonesian context of how to globalize English and also not forget to make it very contextual. Now, speaking. You know speaking, right? It's part of 4 skills of English. Speaking can be about a mastery, can be about a skill, can be also about comprehension of the skill itself. Now, you know that there are global issues happening at the moment. It includes knowledge, and then skills, and also attitudes, and also actions of speakings. Now I give you a contextual issues of EFL in Indonesia. If you look from this English Proficiency Index issued by English First in 2017, you can see your country here. Vietnam is a bit lucky. You are here, number 34, which means you have a high English proficiency. Indonesia is number 39, yellow, meaning low English proficiency. And then we have also Thailand, 53, low, yeah? And even Cambodia, 77, here. Laos is 80, the last, which is very low. You don't have to believe this, yeah? But this data shows us that this is what happens in our context. And especially in the regional context, this is what our English proficiency lying. at the moment. So, EPI told you this one. Why Indonesian students is a part of social communication also. And the exam is very standardized, so they don't practice speaking a lot, but they memorize the lessons. And the issue of whether the materials is authentic or non-authentic. It happens everywhere. Now, people already talk about how to increase or improve your English ability to be able to compete in the global world. This is in line with what the theme of the conference is. So, diversity and unity, and how to make it globalized in the global landscape. Well, you know that we have to compete. But do you know that it's not competition is emphasized at the moment for our education? The word has changed to become collaboration. So, you need to be better, but you need to the regional context. It's a global citizen type of thing. So, especially in the vocational school context in Indonesia, we have general one and we have also vocational. Vocational schools, students are expected to be skillful, be able to times we expect them to study like what we do in the past. If you still teach them like what you had in the past, then you are not Before that, you have baby boomers born after the 1990s. Me and some of the lecturers here are not Gen Z, but our students are Gen Z. They learn differently. For example, they like to innovate, or tutors. They want to become CEO. They don't want to become a teacher in the public sector because not so much money, for example. They also are insistent to convenience. They don't like to stay too long in the conversion area. So they always innovate. They would like to be free. If they are put under a system, they will fight. They will resist. Now, let's look up deeper about Gen Z. You know this picture, right? Even from the womb, already. In the past, I cannot do that. I play kites. I play a used tire. To be a car, but not the lecturers. For example, Instagram stories. In Indonesia, our students like to update everything using Instagram story or Insta story. Why? If I ask them, for example, why don't you have Facebook? And then they will laugh. Ha ha ha, that's for old people. So I'm old. They don't want their memories Instagram stories. The next word is ML. This is a very ambiguous word in Indonesian context. ML can stand for making love, which is very dangerous. And then if the parents don't know, and the kids say, let's do ML, and then the parents will get angry. In fact, they mean this is Mobile Legends. It's a game, very popular in Indonesia. There is also COC, Clash of Clans. It's a game. There is also MOBA, mobile battle arena game. So they're like collecting important information, digital literacy. So you must be literate in digital. It is different to ICT skills. For example, if you can put a slides like this in PowerPoint, that is called ICT skill. But then if your students can put the contents into PowerPoint and then can explain that well, that's digital literacy. Another example, if your students can record video and then put it on YouTube, that's skill. But then if they can play around and then design the video and then use it for making money, for example, there is many YouTubers at the moment, that's literacy. Okay? Now, look deeper into Gen Z. In the USA, the number of Gen Z is growing. It's almost 25.9% already. And it keeps growing, meaning that your student in undergraduate, now they are about in year 2 or year 3. In 1 year from now, they will be the first Gen Z who graduate and look for jobs. If you teach them with the old ways, conventional ways that you had in the past when you were a student, they will not be ready for the One, two, three. That's good. That's good. You can work on the laptop. You can also work on smartphone and iPad. Some of you can only work for 2, but not like them. 5. They listen to YouTube, they play games, and then they do other things, designing, and so on and so on. They communicate using image and video. I happened to text one of my team members because I have so many young people in my team, and then I talk a lot using text, using WhatsApp chat base. And then his answer is like this, K. I didn't understand it, meaning I'm old already. It means okay. Another thing is that they send only GIF or video saying like this, or whatever you cannot capture, like what I'm doing now, I'm trying to capture the audience attention, then I'm not successful. You are, as a teacher, will not be successful. If they don't like you, they are there because they are Vietnamese, they are Thai people because of the culture, they respect the teacher, but in the Western, they will leave the class. In the Eastern class, in Indonesia also, they will stay there, but their mind is not there. I used a term like a lantern in the harbor. They want to innovate. They have entrepreneurship DNA. They don't want teachers anymore. They want to create a startup to collect teachers. And if you teach your students the same way like what you have now, sitting in front of the computer, doing some calculation, and then when they graduate, the job is not there. Because it has been replaced by a robot. Tap the cashless card, and then you can pass the toll. So, if you prepare your students, if you don't prepare your students, then they are not ready for the future. Now, what are the characteristics of our today's learners? They are Gen Z. I highlight some of them. They are highly connected. Even now, you are chatting. You are recording me, maybe. You are watching Facebook Live of the conference. You are chatting with someone else. And other things. They are highly connected. But how can they concentrate to you? How can they engage, fully engage to you? That's the main question. They easily adapt and adopt. And the most important thing is that they generate contents. You have to teach them not to reproduce other people's contents, but to be creative in contents. I will skip this one. Okay, now you know that your students are very good in using technology. They can use Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, games, and so on. But it doesn't mean they know how to use technology effectively. That is the job of the teacher. This is an exact example. I always use this one. What do you mean all my facts are wrong? I copied everything straight from the internet. Are the students doing this? Or even the lecturers? It's hard. It's hard for English, right? So the student did not understand that what he did is called plagiarism or academic misconduct. So they can be very good in searching from Google, but they have to be taught also how to be critical, to synthesize information, and not to copy and paste. There are so many theories. One of them, which is newest, it's called Connectivism. Connectivism means that you are using your connections at the moment to learn. At the moment, you are connected to your Facebook. You update your status and then your friends comment it and so on and so on. If you are more into a Twitter, if you are more into Instagram, you are into Instagram. If you are into the three of them, you can also deal with that. Surprising, right? Another example is that you are like zombie playing smartphone like this. How come if someone is passing through you and you can simply sliding like that, even though that you didn't look you have to build a personal learning network. You can learn from Khan Academy, you can learn from YouTube, you can learn from Quizlet, you can learn from TED Talks, you can learn from blogs, which is a good one. You can learn from websites, journals, so many things. Our students are good in searching, but they are not good in synthesizing the information. Now, vlog is very famous in Indonesian context, and especially through the young people. It's a video blog. In the past, blog is when you write something and then you post it. But now, people don't like to write anymore. They record, like what you did just now. Trending, especially in Indonesia, a car every month. An undergraduate to face the future. Practical, it takes time. Before that, I'm going to talk a bit about pedagogical framework. Some of you probably are familiar with this. There are so many pedagogical frameworks, especially when you use technology. One of them is called Technology Pedagogical Content Knowledge. You call them TPAC. In the past, it's only PCK. Pedagogy means the teacher know how to teach. How to teach. Content means the teacher know what to teach. With the development of 21st century, now you can integrate technology into P and C. The question is that, is the teacher or the students can integrate it very well? If you can see the one given by Chai, Cohen, Sai in 2013, you can see that technology deals with the knowledge of using technology. You can combine technology and to teach and or represent and or facilitate knowledge creation of specific subject content. For example, knowledge of how to use Wiki as a communication tool to enhance collaborative learning in social science. So basically, but be careful. You have to pay attention to the dots outside. They are called context. So your context will determine your TPAC. Are there any pedagogical frameworks outside TPAC? Yes, I will share some of them. One of them is called Summer. Presented by Ruben Putendura. A simple idea is whether you want to use technology so the students can, yes. Some can only go to T part, where you can grade the technological insertion and then combine with how to teach and what to teach. Is there any other pedagogical framework? Yes. Another one is called RED. Stands for whether you want to replace the lesson using technology, whether you want to modify something with technology, and then whether you want to transform your A&M, and transform will be in redefinition. It's only different terms. Pick red is another one. The idea is whether you want to aim for passive, interactive, and creative students with the use of technology here. Your aim must be on the top right. You want your students to be creative, and the technology is able to transform the lesson. Is there any other pedagogical framework? Yes. Another one is called UTE. UTE. A simple idea of this is that you cannot simply use technology and then expect a change. No. Some of you are interested in technology, and then you just pick one very sophisticated tool and then expect there will be a change. No. You have to consider so many variables behind the context. For example, if it is a class, you have to consider gender, you have to consider environment, you have to consider facilities, socio-economic background, and so on and so on. The next one is a modification of UTE. That's called UTE2. Basically, more variables to consider. You got dizzy already now? Yes? Now, so I did a simple research. This is actually a part of my bigger research. So this part is looking from the student's perspective. I'm working on the pre-service teachers and also in-service teachers. So I combine all of this later together. So this is using a classroom action research on 30 students of vocational schools, and then I use speaking test, rubric, TPEC survey, and focus group interview. Now, the result consists of three things: the classroom TPEC framework and the interview result. So basically, I'm using a mixed method type. Look at the classroom action research. So in cycle 1, the teacher basically asked the students to perform in the classroom. Yeah, speaking performance. And then basically, because we have a criteria of success of 75, then the result of the first classroom action research did not achieve that criteria of success, meaning that we need to perform another cycle. In second cycle, we tried a different one by incorporating vlog. So students are asked to go to tourism objects in Bali because we have so many tourism objects, and then they record themselves and then create their own version of promotional video of tourism objects in Bali in the form of vlog. Vlog is different to a very, formal video. It is more informal, and then students can have fun with that. At the end, students' score increased into 79. So basically, I want to know whether students know technology, know the content they are doing, and know how to present the content using technology. Before that, I'm looking at the computer connection at home, and then whether the school has computer connected to the internet, and then the smartphone connected to the internet. Basically, I'm looking at attitude. They need smartphone. They use it for study, and then they're allowed to bring it to the classroom. In some schools in Indonesia, smartphones are not allowed, which is difficult. The technology make it easier or not. Now let's look for types of software that I have been using at the moment. They use email, they use PowerPoint, blog a bit there. So this kind of combination of ability will bring about the next project on Vlog. Now look at the TPAC result. I'm using a simple for category technology. I found that their technology ability is high. Technology content, technology pedagogy, and TPAC, their ability or what they think of themselves is average. What does this mean? Look at this one. The result is in line with several theoretical and empirical results. They are very because they are young people and the pedagogy, but they are okay with the others too. What does this mean, everyone? So I conducted a further study to dig more about the meaning. So the interview result confirms several things. The first one is that they agree that technology is very important. That's very common, because without technology, they said they cannot live. Yeah? They have to be connected 24 hours. They think that Vlog is appropriate to help them. So Vlog was chosen compared to the other technological tools, because they can play around with video, they can put the contents in a fun way, and it provides opportunities to express and increase their language abilities. The problem is that when they are given themes, they need to think sometime of what kind of content must be put into the Vlog. And they also face some challenges when creating the materials. Very technical issues like lighting, because they record it when it is cloudy, for example, or when it is dark in the night. So they have to think of that one. Sound also. Sometimes the record is very shaky, and then the wind sound is coming in. So they need very technical abilities to solve this kind of problems. What can I suggest and conclude from this one? Vlog is only one tool, but it can be very effective to help your students to put what they understood through the lessons into something in the form of product-based knowledge. They they understand the lessons that the lecturers taught them to them, and then they will be asked to create something. That's the idea of learning. So you don't ask the students to memorize only, but using their understanding, create something. That's the idea. You can use technology for that. Technology doesn't mean always something very sophisticated. They can use paper and pencil too. That's technology. But it's up to them. They have very high perception or opinion on technology, but then they think that it is okay not to use or use technology when they integrate the contents and pedagogy into their products. What I can suggest from this, lecturers or teachers can think of using vlog as one way to help the students improve their speaking ability framework underlying that one. And then the teacher must make sure the students understand what before the students create their products. I think that's all that I can share. But before that, you have your video, right? If I ask you to create something from the recording just now, is it going to be easy for you or not? Or challenging? Why? Recording is easy, but putting them or creating them into something meaningful based on the themes needs time. That's what happened with our students now. So, the job of the lecturer or teacher must make sure the students understand the materials and make sure the students are able to put everything that they understand in terms of contents and how to present the materials in a better way. That's what the point is. Okay? I think that's all from me. Thank you very much. And if you have any comments, inputs, and questions, time is yours now. I hope there is no question. Any inputs probably, or just comment that you need to speak shorter, for example. Yes, you already asked a lot, yeah?
So can you please share with us how you instruct the students to create a B-block based on work?
Yes, thank you. The instruction for the students to create a vlog. So basically, the procedure is like this. So you and then ask them to create a dialogue, a storyboard, and then ask them to perform without. And then, once they already understood the materials, for example, it is about presenting advantages and disadvantages by looking for materials, looking for similar ideas, and then putting them together, and then distinguishing which one is advantageous and which one is not. And then after that, they must create their own version of the materials. And then you can give them a list of look for any information from the websites about that tourism place, where the plus of the place or the minus of the place. For example, if it is a waterfall, what is good to go there is a leg problem, because you need to go upstairs and downstairs. So things like that, and then to go to the place and then come back with the results. Of course, there will be drafting and drafting. You don't know that technical skill, you just Google some YouTube videos. They learn from YouTubes now, not from the book. Yeah. Again, thank you. If you don't have any questions or inputs, you can still chat me. That's my email. If you want to get my number, I'm available after this. Also with other information if you want. Tin will know, Dr. Tin will know a lot about me. Thank you very much, and we'll see you again in other conference. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Dr. Hery Santosa. Yes, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, everyone here today beside our passion for research, most of us, and it's probably true that every one of us use a simple trick for your question.
And gifts from our dear sponsor, Macmillan Education and Cambridge University Press. So now it's time for our round of lucky draw, first round, and I would like to invite to the stage Mr. First 7.
People say that the early bird catches the worm. One time, 071. Two, three, one. 2, 3, 1. So I think that I don't have a very lucky voice, so I would like to invite Mr. Chung Batle to come here to continue the lucky.
Thank you very much. Actually, I want to call my number. No one? Okay. Okay, 1, 2, 5, 102. No? Look, 102. 182. Oh. 228, 228, 228.
Last one, yeah, please come to the stage.
228, right?
Yeah.
Quick. Next number is 22, 5. 225. One for me to read out is 136. 136. Yeah? No? 136.
Thank you, Dr. Batle. Invite Dr. Nguyễn Đình Thu to come to the stage and draw the next 6 number.
One oh three. Now. Any of you? No. Okay. Please. Okay, good. Good. Please come. It's okay? No. And how about Hery? 1, 2, 4. Yes? Two, three. Good. Okay. And then the last one, right? Okay. Maybe this time go to Stephanie. 194. Yes. Oh, 85. Yes. Cùng luôn. Đấy. Hy vọng cái cuối cùng. 2, 3, 2. Good. Okay.
Thầy ở lại. Yeah. Now, Dr. Tu, please. Do please stay. Dr.
Thank you, Dr. Thu. Now I would like to invite on stage Ms. Nguyễn Bích Phượng, Marketing Representative from Macmillan Education, to draw the next 10 lucky numbers. So 10 more to go.
Zero 7.
Congratulations.
196. Again. 196. Where are you? Okay. 072. Congratulations, the lady next to me. 058. Zero, 2, 1. Are you there? Are you here? 0, 2, 1. Okay, I'll choose the next one. 66. 66. 114. 192. 192. The next one. 233. Congratulations. 113. 113. Are you here? Okay, the next one. Gì đó đi. Cái gì? Tính 76. 209. 200. 164. 164. 228.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you happen not to receive any gift so far, so no worry, because here come our first prize. Yeah. Yeah. There are 16 first prize. Yeah, so everybody will go home happy tonight. Yeah. Okay, the first, I would like to invite Dr. Đỗ Thanh Tùng. Yeah, please come to the stage and draw. Nguyễn Thanh Tùng, I'm sorry. Nguyễn Thanh Tùng, please come to the stage and draw the first 16 lucky number.
One. Two. 2, 2, 3. O, 8, 4, 3. 2, 4, 6. 246. Yeah? Okay, come here. Two, 6. One hundred and 60. 240. 240. Okay. 199. Okay, come here. 299. One oh six. 138. 138. Now. Oh. Seven, 4. 8, 8. Yes. 2, 2, 4. 2. 5257. My 275. 2. No. 248. 098. 104. 104. Now. 207. Now. 275. Mine. Okay. Thank you. Come here.
Probably I would invite Dr. Trần Tân Tín to come to the stage. And continue the part.
Okay, so I need to get 2 more. I hope that I will be my number. 163. Now, 163. 171. 29, please. One nine one. One 149090. 90. 167. 86. 86. 127. 127. 40. 40.
Okay, I have a suggestion. So probably the last gift will go to the dean for his reading work. Huh?
16. 16. 236. 236. Oh.
Thank you, sponsor. Thank you, Dr. Đặng Tân Tín.
I think you are the very unlucky person in the world. This is the easiest to win lucky draw. But it happen if not to win today, please come back next year. Yeah.
That's right. And so I'm sure that you all obtained something today, right? It is time to thank all the resource people, event possible. And may I invite Dr. Đặng Tấn, the Dean of Faculties of Foreign Language.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for bearing with us to the very last minute of the conference. It has been a full. Would like to express my gratitude and appreciation to all of you for making this event a great success. Effective techniques into your language teaching practice. Your research skills should have been sharpened. And now I would like to you did it, but then you didn't see it. And now is the time for you to see it. I do hope that you have enjoyed the photos and the special moments. These photos will be uploaded on the conference website, and then you can get there and then choose the one that you love. It is now my great pleasure to introduce to you the Language Teaching and Learning Today 2019. The event will be held in April or May of 2009. The first speaker that I would like to introduce to you is Associate Professor David Crabb from Victoria University of Wellington, New Zealand. Associate Professor David Crabb is currently the Dean of Faculty of Education, but he has been taking various jobs within the university. He used to be the head of School of Linguistics and Applied Studies. He used to be the acting Pro Vice Chancellor, and he was the designer of the English language program at Victoria, New Zealand. His research interests include second language learner autonomy. The second presenter Associate Professor Gerald Murray may be not strange to you at all. He was the convener of the ILA Research Network on Learner Autonomy in Language Learning during 5 years. And he was also the president of Japan Association of Self-Access Language Learning. One of his recent books is Space, Place, and Autonomy in Language Learning. His area of research includes learner autonomy, social learning spaces, imagination, and semiotics of place. The third speaker to you is Dr. Nguyễn Đức Chỉnh from College of Foreign Language Studies, Da Nang University. Dr. Chỉnh is currently the Fulbright visiting scholar at University of Washington. He did his MA in TESOL program at University of Queensland and a PhD program in Monash University. His research interest LTLT International. If you are keen on working with us, please share your interest and we can make this event even much bigger next year. Once again, please allow me to express my appreciation to all of you for your great participation in the conference. Our special thanks are extended to IDP Education, Hello English Center, Đại Trường Phát Education, Macmillan Education, Cambridge University Press, and Cảnh Quang Việt for their generous sponsorships. I would also like to convey my sincere thanks to the excellent organizing team, the awesome conference volunteers, and all the sporting member staff for their enormous contributions to the event. Once again, thank you and see you next year.
Hello. Thank you, Dr. Đặng Tấn Tiến. It's now with our amazing participant and everyone full attention. Thank you again for your presence and contribution. And for us to have something to remember this wonderful event, we would like to invite you all on stage for group photos.
Yeah. But last but not least, kindly inform you all that the conference Please remember that the tour will start at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah. Before you leave, again, please come on stage and take the group photo with us, please.